Aware combines information that users set up in other Eduphoria applications, such as management and forethought, to prepare for the next school year. At the end of your current school year, it's a good idea to create a new instructional calendar and reporting calendar. Manage saved and shared data views, edit test types, and performance level values. Archive tests and student forms. Update learning standards, modify teacher teams, and review monitor groups and student access lists. We'll show you where and how to perform each of these tasks. To begin, create a new instructional calendar using your district's dates for next year, including your first and last days of school. Within Management, select School Calendars, then create a new instructional calendar. Select the first instructional date and the last instructional date. Select your reporting type, then select Begin Editing Instructional Calendar. Including holidays on the instructional calendar is important if your district also uses Forethought or other Eduphoria applications. Your instructional calendar in Management should mirror your district-defined calendar. If you are an Aware-only district, including holidays is less important. Define a date as a holiday by clicking the date, selecting Holiday from the Day Type list, and then selecting Update Day Information. Follow the same process for designating student holidays. Within each instructional calendar, you will find a reporting calendar. You may create a new reporting calendar and adjust the name of each one. For example, if your elementary schools follow a 9-week schedule, but your secondary schools follow a 6-week schedule, adjust the reporting calendars appropriately and be sure to name them for clarity. Reporting calendars only impact Aware, and they determine which rostered students teachers can access. When setting term dates, consider the functional days that teachers should have access to their students, including during start-of-year professional development. Set all the start and end dates. Avoid gaps in the reporting calendar to maintain access to students. Click Save. If you are using more than one reporting calendar, navigate to Manage Schools to assign each school a reporting calendar. Creating and adjusting next year's calendar is required for proper function. Next, review your saved and shared data views. To manage district or school data views, navigate to the Data Views bank. From this list, you can access a data view to edit or delete it. In addition, update your test types to ensure they meet district needs. Test types should be relevant to current initiatives, which means the current labels don't need to stay the same if they no longer apply. For example, if you have a test type titled Benchmark and your district no longer calls them benchmarks, you could change the title to District-Based Assessment. Select the Assessment Settings gear, then select Configure Test Types. Select the test type to modify the view and edit options. If there are test types you want to consolidate or remove, reach out to training@eduphoria.net for support to ensure there is no unintended data loss. You may also modify performance level values for that specific test type only, particularly if the current performance levels do not align with your district's future assessment cut score design. As a reminder, the performance level is the label assigned to an earned level based on a percent score. Changing the performance levels will change all labels for past, current, and future assessments. For example, a level that was originally named Formative Assessment Accomplished in Performance Level 2 was renamed to District Satisfactory. All prior assessment data would reflect District Satisfactory in all places where Formative Assessment Accomplished was formerly displayed. As you are reviewing data views and test types, you will likely see tests you want to archive. Mass archiving tests at the end of each year will keep workspaces and data tidy for next year. Note that archived tests can still be copied. Last year's data will stay separated from the upcoming year's results if you copy the archived assessment into a new assessment. If you choose to forego archiving and extend last year's test dates into the upcoming year, then data from both years will be mixed together. To select the assessments for a mass archive, navigate to Mass Edit Assessments under the Assessment Settings gear. Type Active into the search bar, along with any other search parameters to narrow down the list of active assessments to archive. Pending assessments will need to be changed to active in order to archive them. Assessments with a testing end date past the current date cannot be archived. Archiving student forms is another important task you can complete to wrap up your school year and start fresh the next. You would most likely archive a form when you would no longer need to update it with new information. Archiving finalizes the form to allow no further changes and stores it permanently within the school year you assigned it to the student. Mass archive a form by selecting it from the list available within Forms under Students. Select the Advanced tab, then choose Archive Active Forms effective today. You can also archive a form for an individual student from within that student's profile. Updating learning standards is the next task to accomplish. Within Forethought, navigate to the Manage tab, then select Manage Learning Standards. Find the course you wish to edit within the course tree, then select the Options tab. Select the courses that should be associated with those standards. This selection determines Aware's ability to correctly pull in standards for assessments. Over the summer, manage teacher teams to reflect any personnel changes from year to year. Select Edit My Teams from the Assessment Settings gear in Aware. Eduphoria recommends modifying existing teams instead of deleting a team and starting a new one. If all members of a team are removed or the team is deleted, all team tests associated with that team will also be deleted. Finally, wrap up your end-of-year prep with monitor groups and student access lists. Review each one to ensure access to students isn't unintentionally lost. A student access list will expire 11 months after it was initially approved, but it will be automatically sent for reapproval by campus administrators. Thanks for watching this overview of end-of-year processes in Aware. See you next time.